Respected Dias, Pillai sir, it's an honor to be compared to the legendary Pillai sir. Except for the two things, Dr. Pillai, name, that's it. Or kuch nahi hai. When Vandana ma'am was speaking, Sister ma'am was speaking, everybody was talking about the wonderful work that has been done for years together. I want to actually tell the future of the students over here. Future? Because everybody is worried about two things. It's always opportunity to speak to teachers, principals, of course, and yes, my dear future students. I'll tell you something. Life right now at this particular stage is about two things: success in exams and success in career, right? The whole social pressure would be there on you. But let me tell you, don't worry about it. Because your life is going to be much more easy than the previous generation. I'm sure my life is easier than my parents, right? But I want to give you a dream today. And the dream, it's very simple to remember. It's called S to S. S to S. Success to service. And I'll tell you the reason why. Because, every generation keeps working hard to make the next generation better. And it so happens that you keep going on and on and on and on. There comes a saturation point. Everything that you consider as success is already there. What to do? Think about it. I went through that particular phase many years ago when my book started selling a lot. I completed PhD, got a gold medal, traveling across universities, getting interviewed by international channels and all those things. And I remember, at that particular time, I saw a very interesting movie. And I recommend all of you to watch this movie. I don't remember the name of the movie. You can Google it. The movie is about a very interesting person. And it was Queen Elizabeth before independence of India. Imagine, she is the most powerful lady of the world at that particular point of time. And she had an Indian teacher. I think it was Elizabeth and Abdullah or something like that. Google it. And he actually went to England to teach the Queen Hindi language. So she, of course, as you remember that particular generation, India was the crown of the jewel, as they say, crown in the jewel. Sorry, jewel in the crown. Because now they're taking away Kohinoor in the coronation ceremony, as they say. But what happened is that she wanted to come to India, but because of the uprising that was happening over here, people told her not to come. But she wanted to study and understand Indian culture. So she imported a teacher. And that particular person, of course, taught her Hindi, Indian culture, Indian food habits. But there's a very interesting moment in that particular movie, which I would suggest is something all of you should remember as a takeaway for life, which was my takeaway from the movie. You know what happened? This particular, when a teacher and a student come together, it's not just about knowledge. It starts with knowledge, but it's always a heart-to-heart connection. Isn't it? So this particular person, starts teaching and gets the respect of the most powerful lady of the world at that particular point of time. And then she opens out her problems. Then first I was thinking, problems. Do successful people also have problems? Let me tell you, yes. Successful people also have problems. Ask all successful people over here. Different types of problems are there. So this particular queen asked him, as a teacher, do you have a solution for my problem? And he asked, you are the most powerful person, what is your problem? Saying that I'm surrounded by a lot of power, money, authority, but I see a lot of my own children fighting amongst themselves. Jealousy, anger, hatred. And in spite of having all the power in the world, the most powerful person, I'm not happy. I'm not? So do you have a solution for it? And he said, yes, India has a solution for this problem also. So what is it? Well, if you are the most successful, the most powerful person, then you have only one thing to do. You don't have to do anything else. Because money comes to you, power comes to you. If you decide, it happens for you. Like if you're the president of a country, if you have to go somewhere, even if there is no airport, an airport will be built for you, or a helipad will be built for you, right? ऐसा बोलते हैं, there are people I have seen in my life, इच्छा करो बन जाता है. So imagine such a queen saying that, what to do now? Saying that if you have everything in life, there is still one more thing to do. What is that? Service. With this power, you can use your authority for something better, that is service of the society. And she actually did many things later on. But the lesson that I want to tell you is that many of you must have got this particular brochure. Okay? It starts with this page, but remember your life has to be on this page. I'll tell you what the difference. On this page, we have right from Pillai sir, Narayan sir, and of course all the IDF family volunteers. That's the vision. That's the mission. And you will see inside the brochure, a lot of activities being done. But what is very interesting in the last page, the people who support the service of IDF. I know many of them, like we have the ASK group over here, the Blackstone group, of course Disney, then we have Mahindra Finance, Parley, Bisleri, and of course many other names. I'm just only reading out the popular names. The reason I'm telling you this is that all of you over here, when Narayan sir was telling me, you are from different backgrounds, let me tell you, in the next 5 years, the biggest problem our country will have is not problem of money. Roti, kapda, makan, sab ho gaya. The problem will be lack of time. Even now it's already happening. People don't have time. If somebody is coming out over here, it's a big thing. I'm sure all of you must have decided to come here, but telling no to maybe 4 more things, isn't it? Maybe school or office or something at home. And let me tell you, the greatest service that you will do is actually giving your service and time to somebody around. And I have a small request. Start that service at your own houses. अपने घर पे जो grandparents हैं ना उनके साथ समय बिताओ. And it's a painful situation when I work with policy makers, with politicians. I keep going to Delhi and all those things. That is one particular place where, we are not even saying, okay, there is a grandmother, there is a grandfather. I have one exercise requesting all of you to do from today onwards. Half an hour, just sit next to the oldest person in your family. It's your dada, dadi, nana, nani, whatever. Just sit. No agenda. And let me tell you, blessings will flow to you. If your nana, nani is not there, suppose they are in native place. At least give them a call and speak for 5 minutes. In the beginning, they'll get surprised. Kyun aake baitha hai? Because every time we are becoming so programmed for agenda, isn't it? So it's very, very important to understand that, right now, the different levels of services that we can do. But whatever service you decide, maybe joining IDF as a team member, as a volunteer, as a contributor, or at your own home, it's very important that your life should be full of service. The Sanskrit word for that is seva. And what is the benefit of service? The benefit of service is happiness. There are 2 words of happiness in our Sanskrit literature. One is called sukha and the other is called ananda. Okay, so it's very, very important that after you become successful, don't worry, you will be successful. I don't know if you're aware of it. I was reading the newspaper today morning. Already we are the leaders in many big companies, be it Google or Microsoft. Today's announcement, YouTube, the head internationally is also an Indian. That was the thing only remaining, right? So success will come to you. We are already respected globally. That's not a problem. But remember, after success also the journey doesn't complete till you become happy. And for that ananda to happen, you need to get into service. And I'm sure all of us over here, and I personally feel I'm lucky to sit next to Pillai sir, because that vibration is enough. I don't want him to speak. I don't want him to do anything. Just be here. So I'm sure all of us will think about it, whatever we can do, financially or time-wise or contribution-wise, maybe volunteering or taking up a project. We have so many wonderful people coming from different backgrounds. We have corporate friends also, teachers also. But remember, the only true happiness comes to you when you give back to the society in some form or the other. So, S to S, thank you so much.